I'm so honored to be here to welcome all these new comics to the scene. I want to share with you guys the story of how I became a comic in spite of my parents, my immigrant parents, many sacrifices to the contrary. It was one time when I was a child at Chuck E. Cheese. My mama slapped me for eating my pizza wrong. Across the face. She slapped me so hard across the face that the pizza flew out of my mouth across the room. I know. In front of my favorite band. And now I'm a mom. I've got 2 kids. I know I don't look like I have 2 kids. But I am older than I look. I am 1.5 IUDs away from menopause. It matters a lot to me to break the cycle of intergenerational trauma, you know? But no one tells you how hard it is to be a parent when you can't hit them. My children say no to me like white children. I am not a white mom. Okay? I am Vietnamese as fuck. I can read and write it. I'm Buddhist, and I used to sneak out to raids to secret tunnels I dug. Okay? I grew up so poor, we could not afford to put drugs in the Halloween candy. Okay? And these children, I thought that if I didn't traumatize my kids, that they would grow up with all of my strengths and none of my weaknesses. Okay? But that was stupid. My kids are 6 and 9. When I was 6, it was my job to talk with the cops and immigration officials. Okay? When I was 9, I could work a register at a restaurant and lay tile. My children ask me for help with everything. Like they know I'm gonna do. I'm out here reading announcements from school like my kids can't speak English. They tell me all their feelings. Do you guys tell your parents? Did any of you guys grow up like that? Did any of you guys tell your parents your feelings? What am I supposed to do with their feelings? I have been bottling mine up and hoarding them deep down inside, okay, for decades. I hoard them like I still have the immigrant hoarding complex. Like, I am hoarding them psychologically in the same way that I keep plastic bottles and glass jars and suitcases that are just like a little bit broken but not enough to throw out. Do you know what I mean? What am I supposed to do with their feelings? I want my children to be able to fly. Of course, I don't want them to be down in the trenches and scrappy like me, okay? But I don't actually want my children to be soft-fingered, flat-bottomed pansies who couldn't fight off imperialists if they had to. You know what I mean? So I had to get really creative about how do I teach my kids hood skills without traumatizing them. Okay? And the answer is summer camps. Yeah. So how do you teach your kids to hustle pool if you don't actually want to take them to the pool hall and teach them to hustle pool? Like I had to pay for my homecoming dresses. Pool is geometry. Okay? You take them to math camp. You send them to math camp, right? How do you teach your kids to palm something like nothing is in them in front of somebody when they definitely have something in their hand they should not have, without actually, being in the trap? Magic camp, right? But I got out of the hood, but now America's the hood. So how do you teach your kids to distinguish between a car backfiring, fireworks, or real gunshots? There's no camp for that. you gotta gentrify a neighborhood, which is exactly what I've done. I'm Ivy Lee, 1E.